to Caesars Superdome, home of the Saints, right here in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Grimstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it out. It's Moore. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. The tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork. A curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is incomplete. Back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Gets made on the out route. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a real nice game there. Longhorns come up to the line in a hurry up.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see. And kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. They'll run it here. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Short pass finds the tight end. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. He targets the running back for the completion. Touchdown, Longhorns. That's how you finish a play.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Russell. He escapes the pocket. Breaks an open space. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Second down, they're going to throw it. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the 1st down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble to his left. Runs out of room and runs out of time. They trap him for a sack.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a 1st down at the 47. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking downfield. It's Russell. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here and actually hit him as he's throwing this football. So
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback goes good off the run pass option. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10. Alabama goes up to the line quickly. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. To the air, it's Russell. Finds his target, and it's complete. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown tie. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And they'll set up for the PAT. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, the kicking team makes the recovery. Well executed onside kick.
How about that? You know, over the years, we've seen some onside kicks in our day in a tie game. Go back to the 16 National Championship. That game obviously comes to mind, but early in a game like this, the head coach must want to make sure his offense gets as many opportunities as possible before they get to the half.
Makes it 2nd and medium. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Here's the 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Russell. On the move now. He's going to take off here. The freshman QB shows his toughness. Picks up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
And the wideout goes in motion. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. The quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. On the run, he'll let it go. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? That's reeled in. It's Williams.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. As he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Back to pass. It's Russell. Looking to scramble. Hit just as he throws the ball. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking deep downfield to the left. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the run here, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short game.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. 4th down and 2 in the run territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Quarterback drops back. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Makes a quick catch. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone and make a catch and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And this game remains tied in the second quarter.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're looking for some Burns to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Quick throw to the right. It's caught.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Linebacker is maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. That's caught. It's Horton. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Here comes a handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, it's a big stop here by this defense. Tie game, just getting into the second half. Made some good adjustments, good awareness there on that third down play. And now it sets up a 4th down.
Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw here. flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? And they make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. They come up on first down, clock running, final minute here of the third quarter. The shotgun handoff here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it in the third quarter of play. Heck of a ride through a very competitive first 3 quarters as we check out some of the stats here. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. To throw, it's Russell. The pass rush closing in. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they call the screen on third down, but it doesn't work. Defense all over the running back that time.
Yeah, Chris, and usually on third down, that's a great time for the defense to apply the pressure, which they did here. All your guys are getting after the quarterback, but what stood out is the patience they showed. They were able to read the play, snuff it out, and make a nice stop.
Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Handoff from the shotgun. Powering through. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. And really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. He's looking to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Important yardage needed on third down here. A field goal drive will be for 52. Looking downfield, it's Manning. That's a fly to the wideout. And that's a third straight misfire.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Fourth down, look at the throw for it. Looking for his back. Grab down the middle. It's Baxter. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. And the clock has stopped here as we reach the final 2 minutes of play. Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick completion to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. And completion makes it 2nd down. Looking to chuck it again. Going for his running back. Finds his man. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. The Longhorns will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. 1st and goal, handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Manning. Pass pop, can he get in? And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Texas. They have taken the lead with time running down.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
First play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. And he's forced out of bounds with the defense. He's just short of the line of scrimmage. Short loss.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Hot in the middle. It's Williams. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Looking to throw. It's Russell. With the catch, it's Porton. The offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage. And this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Could take it all the way. He steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.
Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. With the catch, it's Moore. He puts it on the turf. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here. Well, a combination today of some pretty stout defense, but also some inept offensive play ends up being a tough loss.
Yeah, no kidding. Not exactly the most exciting game, and especially as a quarterback, it was frustrating to watch because there are a good handful of missed opportunities, but hopefully you can use this to right the ship and tweak a few things and come back better.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. Change the pre-snap look now. quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Look out. Room to run here. He shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Important second down play coming up. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looks right for a quick completion. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a fourth down decision.
So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and pinning the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. It's Russell. Buying time now. Rolling to his left. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Oh, and it's dropped by an excellent defensive player. A chance for the takeaway. Got away from him. Don't see that often. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw yet again. He's going to take off. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. On the move now. Using his legs here. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First down here for this offense. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. They'll try a pass here. Pass tipped to the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by the defense.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Scanning the field. It's Russell. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. He's got his man wide open. Touchdown, Alabama. This quarterback on fire today.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they move the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Moves out of the pocket. And he gets into the end zone, so it builds the lead to 8 now.
You know, Chris, I don't understand all the decisions offensive coordinators make, in this case the head coach, going for 2 on the opening drive. But analytics these days tell you in some cases that's the right play. And they're up 8-0 here to get the game started.
Onside kick. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Down to the 32-yard line. The Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
That's a really good run by this offense, and Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Tailback takes the handoff again. Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Now they're running on the toss. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Tate. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. The Buckeyes come to the line to run the hurry up. Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Contact in the neutral zone leads to the penalty. That's good news for the offense. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Gibby keeps it himself.
Well, well, well. The old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert in different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Trying to find room. It's Donaldson. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. It's a bootleg looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Short return tackle made at the 27. Crucial takeaway.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs. The defense comes down with it.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Here comes the up-tempo offense. To throw, it's Russell. On the move now. Slides to avoid the big hit. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play.
What a good job here by this quarterback, being very conscious of both the line to gain for that 1st down, as well as not necessarily taking a big hit early in this game. Great situational awareness and a 1st down.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. They misfire in 1st down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Bought some time, now lets it go. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Using his legs on the scramble. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a 1st down. This offense in good scoring position now.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Oh, he makes the catch. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. Back to throw. It's Russell. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Bama.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talking about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. And he drops back in the gun. The pocket breaking down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Second down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
It's another deep shot. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and...
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. They're set now to try the PAT. Oh, and it's blocked. It's picked up by the offense, but he makes it to happen.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
So they'll bring in the jumbo formation as they try for the two-point conversion. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And the defense brings him down.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Back to pass. It's Russell. Buying time. Moving to his left. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. Inside the 45. Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a first down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And the lead remains at 8 after the miss. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. But he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the 3rd quarter. Grab behind the line, it's Smith. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Ncaa. Tries to get it to the running back. Grab down the middle, it's Peoples. And he's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity. Buckeyes are in the red zone. That's the RPO caught to the right. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
I love the call code with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? Blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down with the completion. Moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can you keep the drive going, or you have to settle for 3? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. We're going to score with a run to the right. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very
close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal, and if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on fourth. To keeper trying to get to the marker. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, I love this throwback approach by this offensive coordinator. Fourth down and goal? What the heck? Get behind this offensive line. Trust that they're going to win that surge up front and give the ball to the back for the touchdown.
Dropping back. It's Ncaa. Caught in the backfield. It's Peoples. And he runs it into the end zone. That conversion will tie up this game.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for two. Great throw.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He escapes the pocket. That's reeled in. It's Miller. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Solid gain, moves the ball up to the 47. It'll be first down. And the quarterback dropping back. Now rolling out to his left. Looks like he's going to run it. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Finds his man. It's Young. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. Quarterback had time to look around the entire defense, and just as he's about to get hit, able to check it down to the running back, and look at the big gain. Good job by the quarterback.
We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle, Kirk, as we check out some of the stats so far. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Running out of time in the pocket. That's caught. It's Miller. Breaks into the clear. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. Picked off, a crucial turnover.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the 2-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Alabama.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A short completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds, trying to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
The biggest plays you've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Looking to throw. It's Ncaa. Grab near the sticks. It's Peoples. Tackle to the 35. Good enough for a first down.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the 4th quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First down. Looking to throw the football. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Chris, this is almost like taking a sack. Talking about a completion for a loss, every yard is precious. So going backwards, obviously counterproductive to say the least.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 12th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. the recovery.
Well, I guess you got to appreciate the aggressive approach here to start this game off. You can't knock them for trying, I guess. But we'll see how much this hurts them here in the long run.
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. And now the handoff. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for his first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years. This young man is living up to that tradition today.
First down, looking for more now. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Heck of a job here on that combination block to open this hole up. You know, when you have 5 blockers that can work as one unit, that's as good as there is in college football and a very underrated aspect of any great team.
Now to try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Second down play coming up. Fastball is incomplete. There was brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Looking to scramble to his left. Finding some room at the 25. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Appear to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Yeah, that's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Now here's the toss play. He shreds the tackle. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. The shotgun running play call. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second and inches.
He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Cook near the sticks. It's Branch. And the junior with some excellent work after making the catch.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Press coverage now from the secondary. Grab near the sticks. It's Frazier. He's tackled quickly, and the yardage is good enough for the first down.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. End zone ahead. And they will score. Touchdown, Dogs.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. They safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To the air. It's Russell. Nice grab. It's Cuevas. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets them up first down at the 33.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it second down. Wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down. The back's got it. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Pressure is coming. Contact as he threw it. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The Dogs will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Choosing to return the punt. And the returner is brought down. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. They'll run it from the gun. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz. That linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Okay, we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Now it's 2nd down here. Back to pass. It's Russell. On the move now. He'll throw it now. The sure hands. It's Young. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Buying time now, rolling to his left. He's looking to scramble. And he'll hit out of bounds after a short gain on that run. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking for a man. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Alabama looking to convert on fourth down here. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on fourth down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He'll try a pass here. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. Here's a first down, not wasting any time after that conversion on fourth. Dropping back, it's Russell. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. Caught near the goal line, and he scores! Touchdown, tied.
Alabama, number 9, with the catch in the end zone.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the kick will bounce out of bounds. It's a penalty, but the onside kick not successful. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, he can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway. They're one of the star players on this defense. Couldn't make it. Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. The Bulldogs will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Alabama.
And the Bulldogs will look to convert here on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking to scramble. Throws it deep downfield to the left. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
It's a deep shot to the right. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Throws it to the right. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wide out. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. They'll hand it off. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. On the jet sweep. Breaks an open space. Powering through a tackle. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. The thumper to him on the jet sweep. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Alabama.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking to throw again. Buying time. Moving to his left. Gets rid of it on the move. Catch made on the sidelines. It's a short gain, but enough to move the sticks.
And this is why this guy is so tough to defend.
The athleticism and quickness to be able to make a play when it looks like nothing is there. Uses his feet to evade the pressure and fires an absolute dart for a first down.
Running a quarterback sneak here. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. It's QB sneak. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
To throw, it's Russell. He escapes the pocket. And he grabs it in the end zone. The conversion will tie up this football game.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this two-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick? Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Going up for the first down to the 37.
Well, this is a missed opportunity for this defense. They had him at 3rd down and long. They're so consumed with thinking about defending the pass that they completely missed defending the run. The offense is able to get exactly what they wanted, able to get the leverage and the blocking angles, and look at this. They got a first down.
He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the 3rd quarter. Throwing off play action. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking downfield. It's Stockton. On the move now. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. Dogs will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's running out of time here. Oh, no, trapped him back there. A 4th down stop and a sack, no less.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. He bought some time, now lets it go. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he can bring it in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Miller. And he'll be brought down.
And that is always the toughest thing for defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
It's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Now rolling out to his left. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Heck of a ride through a very competitive first 3 quarters as we check out some of the stats here. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Russell. Looking to scramble. Hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll throw it now. Oh, and he dropped that one. And a great chance at his second interception of the game.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Has the first down and more. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball for 33.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He escapes the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The Dogs are in the red zone now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They desperately need it. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
And his defense doing a good job all game long and not giving up many yards after the catch. Now working with this lead, trying to preserve it. Good job of keeping their eyes up and bringing this receiver down. Gave up some yards, but nothing big to try to hold on to this lead.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial 4th down play. Toss play to the outside. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down and keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Just complete domination by this offensive line. Not only they pick up the first down here on 4th down, but also down to the 2-yard line for a 1st and goal.
Defense expecting to run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line.
Down inside the red zone, they reach into their bag of tricks here, but the defense does a really good job of being aware and bringing the ball carrier down.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, this is a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. Breaks free.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. So here we go. Huge possession. Suddenly a 1-point game here in the 4th quarter. What can this offense do to make something happen? Keep the football. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Using his legs. It's Miller. Loaders into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, big touchdown here late in this game to give them a 7-point lead. Now the big question is, do you go for one or go for two potentially to make it a two-possession game?
What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He can't get rid of it and goes down, so a sack. Unsuccessful two-point try. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Branch. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. Pass rush closing in. The offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for a late deep throw. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
What a job by this defense coming up with that big sack on first down. Now the incompletion. Good job of putting this offense in a real bind now at third down and long on their side of the 50.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Now the offense is set up with a short field. On the move now. Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Out comes the field goal unit. It's crucial here, a chance to extend the lead here late in the game. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 21st ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They'll toss it to the right side. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wide out. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of it for the interception, and now they've got great field position here early in this game.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. To throw, it's Russell. Moves left out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Miller. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. On the run here, lets it go. The freshman with a little too much air into that one.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Defense is coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's fourth and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Find the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
So here they come on fourth and long, trying to overcome that crucial sack on third down. This won't be easy. Needs a completion here on fourth down. It's incomplete with heavy pressure. Big fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. He'll hand it off. Breaks into the clear. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Running out of time in the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32. They look to throw it here on second down. The sure hands. It's Haynes. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. Quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
The grab. They make the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. Got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating. So he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, the quarterback did all he could here to try to make this play happen, but a sloppy route by the receiver allows the defense to easily step in front and knock that ball away.
Makes the grab on the move. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force him to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go through it.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Timeout, Alabama.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. We've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Touchdown, Wolverines! They cap the drive with 6 points. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's brought down quickly, trying to make something happen on the return, but still doesn't get out to the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Moves out of the pocket. They'll try a pass here. Pulls it in. It's Miller.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Back to throw. It's Russell. Gets rid of it on the move. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Looking to scramble. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And it's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he did the tough part. I loved how he's rolling left. It looked like he was going to get his shoulders turned, but he came all the way back and threw against his body, making it very easy for the defense to step in front and make the interception. The all-time cardinal sin here by this young quarterback.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? QB the tight end for a completion. And now the timeout is called by the defense. So they've got some things to work out here.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find out here in the red zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Michigan. So the offense clicking now, but building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And they get set now to try the PAT. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kicking team out for the PAT try. With the extra point, the lead is 14. After putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. It's Russell. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Going to be smothered right at the line for no gain. Offense behind the 6 now in 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn on field. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. On the move now. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
And now the running back's got it again. Gets the first and still running. Oh, he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Wolverines. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They add the extra point and the lead now 21-zip. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got room to run. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Back to pass. It's Russell. Moves out of the pocket. Caught near the sideline. It's Miller. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Fires it on the move. He's got a receiver wide open here. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made after just a short gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, tied.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got his man in the open field. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. Now, that's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
That massive play moves it across midfield to the plus 42. First down. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? And he drops back in the gun. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Oh, that is a tough drop for the offense. This tight end is normally very reliable as an option down here in the red zone. And if the quarterback can't depend on him in these situations, it can really limit what you can do as an offense.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense facing second and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for his back. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Boy, Chris, this drive looked outstanding until they got into the red zone. Seems like the wheels have come off. Third down and long makes it very tough to execute in the red zone. Now let's see what they come up with here on this fourth down play.
And that one straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Turn starts inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. And the Wolverines will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter. Already trailing by a couple possessions. Fire to the right side, complete. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
That's reeled in. It's Williams. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball game.
No huddle now for the offense. Quick pass, the catch is made. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. The offense going with the hurry up. It's caught. It's Williams. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. Catch made by the tight end. And they're able to get him down.
Hey, how about this defense there? Nice job rallying to the football to keep them short there as they tried that two-point play.
Alabama, 14.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morgan. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive.
Wolverines will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Trying to find some room. It's Haynes. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. The 30. That's the 20. At the 10 now. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
The Wolverines line up with a 1st and goal. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
That game moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. They'll try and run it with the fullback. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 38. Seton Hill University, 20.
They'll pass up the chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. In the clear at the 25. Now here he goes. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Looking for some space. It's 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Quick throw. The catch is made. They get him to the ground, but it's 1st down now at the 28. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. With the catch, it's Williams.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Putting toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. The comeback is on.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. This time he stopped short, scored the touchdown, but doesn't back it up with a 2-point conversion. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Morgan. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And looking to throw now on 1st down. With the catch, it's Haynes. And he's out of bounds after gaining 6 yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And so far, we've been treated to a duel of big play wide receivers. These guys have been running on a show, piling up the highlights through 3 quarters. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. Pressure is coming. Short connection to the tight end here. The Wolverines are looking to keep this drive going.
They pick up a completion. It doesn't get big yards, but you know what? Enough for the 1st down. Let's move the sticks.
A new set of downs after that completion. 2 and clock with the running game. He's got the 1st and still going. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Sticking with the running game. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on fourth down. A play action, looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Pass ball is incomplete, but the defense may have jumped. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Any offense loves to call a play on 1st and 5 after that offsides penalty. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
To the air, it's Russell. Looking to scramble to his left. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Here comes 3rd and long. Trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they get to completion, but they don't come up with a first down. Probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so now they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pass not complete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. The pickup is 6, makes it 3rd down and 4. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Their last chance here. Delivers quickly to the left side. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. He could go.
Oh, man, this is the kind of mistake people can lose their jobs over. You just can't throw a pick with a one-score lead in under 2 minutes to go.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. So 1st and 10 here. Offense desperate to reach the end zone on this drive. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Dropping back, it's Russell. Buying time now, rolling to his left. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. And they convert on 3rd. Football at the 20 now. 1st down in the red zone. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And it's a throwaway. It's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. So down 4, late in the game. Obviously, they'll keep the offense on the field and go for it. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. 1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. On the move now. And the pass is knocked away in the end zone. The touchdown saving play.
And a great game comes down to this. Time for one final play, and they've got to get it in the end zone for the score with a shot to win the game.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Moves out of the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. Intercepted in the end zone. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. 2 quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.